So retirement does not always mean slowing down. In fact, a lot of people find that they either want to or need to stay active, mentally, physically, or financially. I know that I am far from retirement age, but I have a lot of family that's either currently retired or about to enter this period of retirement, and I've been able to see kind of what side hustles they do to help them stay active. Whether you're dealing with rising costs, you need to supplement your income, you just miss having a sense of purpose, or you just want to talk to people, then a side hustle may be the right fit for you. And the great news is that after decades of experience in, work, life, raising a family, you already have the skills, but now you just get to use those skills on your own terms and even potentially turn a hobby into a side hustle as well. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 7 best side hustles that you can do as a retiree or a senior. Let's get into it. Now, the first side hustle that I recommend checking out is renting your skills through micro consulting. So if you've ever worked in a field like accounting, HR, engineering, or even education, you can offer short 20 to 30-minute consultations to startups or individuals looking for expert advice. And this isn't a job. It's a quick focus call that fits into your schedule. Now, there's a number of companies that do this kind of thing that you can sign up for, but let's just take a look at one of them real quick. Now, one of the companies that you can check out is justanswer.com. So let's just quickly look at the site. So when you go on the site, you can essentially apply to be an expert. And the way it works is you get paid to help people. They ask and you answer the questions. You can do it anytime, anywhere, on your own schedule, so desktop or smartphone, and choose your workload and grow your skills from there. And so the application process is pretty simple. You apply online, they verify your credentials, and you start making money. And so here's just some of the areas and expertises that they look for experts in. So, veterinary, legal, medical, wellness, cars, boats, equipment tax, appraisals, computers, consumer. It's a number of things that you can sign up for that fit your potential skills. So highly suggest looking at this and getting signed up because it may be a great way to make some money here or there. Now, another side hustle that you can check out is called virtual grandparenting. And it sounds a little bit odd, but let me get into it. So this one is actually pretty meaningful. So you get paid to offer companionship, mentorship, or light tutoring to younger adults or even families. And some programs connect you with college students needing encouragement or support. Others just want a friendly voice to check in. Now, one of the most well-known platforms that does this is called papa.com. So let's take a look at that site real quick. Here's the site for papa.com. And when you sign up, you just want to go to be a Papa Pal. And from there, I kind of give you some information about the site itself. So you can see that, they on average make about $22 an hour, which is pretty decent. Some of the things that you may do are like companionship, meal prep, errands, house tasks. It just depends on the person. And it'll tell you what you need in order to get started. And it's all pretty straightforward. One of the things to keep in mind is that they do want to run a background check, which makes sense. You're going to be in people's homes, interacting with their family. They want to make sure it is all safe. And yes, there are some younger people that can serve as companions to, older individuals, but also the opposite way, like I mentioned before, which is older individuals also being companions to families or other older individuals as well. And so it's pretty much, it really is a win-win because there's a lot of different ways to earn. And then also you get to be able to make these connections. So it does say they earn a base rate of 13 to 18 an hour plus bonuses and one-way commute mileage to each visit, but it will apply to your market. So just keep that in mind. Now, I want to go down to some of the things that you may do. So potentially run errands, give people rides to appointments, assist with pets, provide tech support if you're tech savvy, assist with the home, provide companionship. It can look a lot of different ways, and you'll be able to see what that individual is looking for prior to signing up. So if you're like, hey, I'm not tech savvy, so that's not a good fit for me, well, you would know that ahead of time, so don't worry. But this is a pretty awesome opportunity to be able to help somebody while also earning money. Now, the third side hustle that I would recommend if you are retired or a senior is being a reviewer. So this is somebody who, tests products, gives feedback on websites, or gets feedback on somebody's company in order to help them shape their future and the vision for their company. But in this case, you'd be a senior reviewer. So being able to give your perspective from your age group, from your experience on things that may work or may not. Companies want real feedback from real people, and that includes retirees. So you can get paid to review websites, gadgets, or even health products designed for older adults, and even just share your opinion on any topic, regardless of the age group. And your input really helps shape what they're building next. Now, there are a number of companies that do this type of work. But one of the ones that I'm going to show you is called user interviews. Okay, so this is a user interview platform. And user interviews is essentially just like a market research company where you can sign up to be able to share your opinion on various topics and get paid for it. And so the way it works is you will see all of these different opportunities that you can sign up for. You will apply to them, which just simply means show that you're indicated. Maybe you answer like one or two screener questions. And then if you're a good fit, they will reach out to you to do that specific task. So here are just some straightforward ones right here. Perform a task on mobile app and give your feedback. This is simply just asking you to test out something that they have on the mobile app, share your feedback, and you'll get 13 minutes. It takes about 25 minutes to complete that specific task. Or give feedback on a web page. The task is only 10 minutes, but you get $30. All they're looking for is somebody who can just give them feedback on if the web page is good or not. And there is a number of other things on here that you can share your expertise on. So again, you have so much experience from the work that you've done over a lifetime that a lot of this is potentially going to be relevant to you. So my suggestion is to sign up super quick. You put your name, your email, answer a couple questions, then you can already start applying for tasks right away. So definitely check this one out. Now, if you love to shop and love the idea of getting paid to shop or eat at restaurants, then mystery shopping is absolutely the side hustle that you should check out. So mystery shopping goes like way beyond just like browsing in a store. Companies hire you to pose as real customers to evaluate service or compliance. So you may be evaluating a restaurant service, checking if a pharmacy is following health protocols, or even making a simple phone call to assess customer support. And these assignments are usually short, flexible, and can make everyday errands a little more rewarding, literally. There are like 30 plus companies that you can sign up with that do this kind of work. And I even have like a full blog post and a list of all of those companies that I will make sure I link below. But let's take a look at just one of the more notable ones, and that's called Bestmark. Bestmark is a mystery shopper company that's been around for a really long time. And you can see, shop, share, earn. So all you're going to do is shop at the specific sites they ask you to shop at, and it's all location based. So they're going to give you stuff that's local to you, and then you're going to share your findings, and then you'll earn money from there. So it says, earn extra money, free meals or services, help companies improve their customer service, try new businesses and services, and get bonuses for referring friends and family. So if you know other people that are also looking to get a little bit more money on the side, this is a great way to earn additionally. You can easily just go and apply, and they just need the basic info. But the cool thing is Bestmark offers like 3 different types of assignments. So you could just have like your standard mystery shopping where you go in and you like act like a customer and you see if their customer service is good. You can also have the intercept interviews, and that's simply like as a customer is walking out the store asking like, hey, how was your service? Like, give me some feedback, and then sharing that. Or like even with compliance audits, like one thing I think about is like when you go to buy alcohol, they're supposed to ask for your ID regardless of how old you look. So you could be going in to just make sure that they are actually following the laws and regulations. So there's a lot of options for you out there. Now, if you like the idea of doing mystery shopping, so you just generally like the idea of using your phone as a way to snap some pictures or do a couple tasks and earn money, then you will love the idea of being a field inspector. Field inspectors are hired by companies to take photos of properties, vehicle, or businesses, often for insurance or verification purposes. And you don't need any sort of license, and in many cases, you just need a smartphone and attention to detail. When it comes to field inspections, there's a lot of different things that you can do, but some of the basic ones are like checking the occupancy of a home, checking for damage that somebody reported for insurance, or maybe damage after some sort of storm. So somebody's like, hey, it hailed yesterday and my car's ruined. Like, you may go through and verify that's actually the case. So it's like small little tasks here and there that really add up, and you can knock out a bunch of them in a day. Some people even make up to $400 a day doing field inspections. But a company that I recommend signing up for is called iViewIt. Okay, so let's just check out the iViewIt site. So if you want to actually become a viewer, just click right here. And once you do it, you can see some basic information about this company. So you can earn $10 to $75 per field inspection, and they have an app that's super quick and easy to use. Pretty much all the work you do is going to be based on the app. And so the way that it works is you will see all the different field inspection opportunities you have available around you based on this heat map. You can go ahead and accept them. It'll tell you how much they're going to pay for it. And then once you've actually done what they need you to do, you've taken your photos, you submitted your report, they just pay you directly from there. So all very easy and intuitive. And the thing that I like about it, if you go right here, is you get paid fast. So you get paid within 24 hours of submitting your reports. So it's a quick and easy way just to rack up some extra earnings. Now, the second to last side hustle that I think you should check out if you are retired or a senior is just pet sitting or dog walking. So, if you love animals, then pet sitting is a great way to earn money while staying at home or staying somewhere new. Many retirees even use this as a way to travel for free while taking care of pets. You're probably asking, okay, well, how can I travel for free? Well, a lot of people actually want you to watch their dog, but in their house because, the dog already has everything they need. They have their food, they have, normalcy, they have routine, and they don't necessarily want to break that. And a company that does this well is called Trusted House Sitters. So let's take a look at that site. Okay, so this is the site right here. And some of the things that you can see is some people need house sitters, some people just need pet sitters. A lot of times it's a combination of both. But you can see all of the different people that are looking for house and pet sitters and what stage they're in. So reviewing means they've already gotten applications and they're just reviewing them. Now, if you think about it this way, if you're somebody who likes to travel, this is a great way to be able to get lodging for free because you can say like, oh, okay, I want to go to New York. How about I just sit this house between July 18th and August 10th? And so now you know that you just need to pay for your flights and your food, but your actual lodging is taken care of for that entire time. So this will break down essentially how it works. So when you're house or pet sitting, you provide free house and pet care, and the pet parents offer you free accommodations in return for looking after their home and furry friend. And the only cost to you is an annual membership, making it affordable and fulfilling way to travel. So that's essentially how it works. You don't get paid for sitting because what you're getting is lodging. And so some people will do it like domestically or even within the same area that they live, but a lot of people use this as a way to essentially travel for free. Now, the last side hustle that I recommend you check out if you are retired or a senior is being a rideshare driver. Now, being a rideshare driver isn't just for like young 20-something-year-olds. In fact, I've had a number of rides with drivers who've retired who choose to do it just as a way to get out of the house and chat with new people. And retirees often bring like reliability, patience, and strong people skills to the road, which is much needed. So apps like Lyft, and Uber let you work when you want, while Hop Skip Drive specifically looks for adults with caregiving experience to transport children safely. So it's flexible, purposeful, and can be a meaningful way to stay active while earning extra income. Now, I especially like Hop Skip Drive because it is about transporting kids safely, and I feel like I would have a sense of like more security if there was somebody older that was transporting my kids. So let's just take a look at that site. So here is the Hop Skip Drive website. Very easy to go ahead and sign up to get started, and you can earn up to $50 per ride being a Hop Skip Drive rider. And there's some new promotions and things that you can get as well. And so here's just some reasons why you can sign up. So, make money on your free time, you get to set your own schedule, make a difference being able to transport use, and safe ride support. I think something to keep in mind is actually kids are not able to just go into Lyft and Uber on their own, at least they're not supposed to, but this is something specifically designated for kids to be able to go in these cars on their own without an adult. Now that does require some extra things. I believe you have to have like a background check and all of that extra stuff just to make sure that the kids are safe. But here are just some of the requirements. 5 years of caregiving experience with at least 2 years of experience related to children. Now that if you have kids, that also counts towards the caregiving experience. Driving experience, you got to be 23 years or older, and just some other basic things that you need to submit in order to make sure that you're qualified. But like I said, it is a little bit extra, so you need like fingerprinting, which just for Lyft or Uber, you just need the background check, just to make sure that all the little ones are safe. But this is a great one to sign up for if you are interested. Now, those are just 7 of the ones I recommend, but there's a number of different things that you can do to stay active during this time and earn a little extra income. But when you're thinking about which side hustle is right for you, there's just a couple things to keep in mind. Some of the things I would think about is, does it fit into your schedule? Is it something that you enjoy doing or at least just don't mind doing? Does it make use of your skills or experience that you already have? And is it physically manageable for you to be able to do it? One of the biggest things to keep in mind is flexibility is key. Listen, you've earned the freedom that you have right now, so it's important to make sure that your side hustle can fit around your life and not the other way around. So here are just some tips that I would have before getting started. So start small, try 1 gig and see how it feels before committing. I would use reputable platforms. You can check for real reviews or like Better Business Bureau ratings. Be mindful of how extra income could affect Social Security or tax brackets. So I would talk to a tax professional if you're unsure about that. And then don't underestimate hobbies. Like teaching a craft or offering online classes can bring in steady income while doing something that you love and would already be doing anyway. So retirement is definitely a new chapter, but it's not a full stop. So if you were just looking to bring in some extra income, stay mentally sharp, or just try something new, then having a side hustle gives you that opportunity. You have the experience, you have the time, and now you have some options as well. I have a full blog that will list all of the links and all of the things that I mentioned in this video that you can check out and review for yourself. Drop a comment if any of these stood out to you, and also put in the comment section what side hustles you've been doing since retiring. Anyways, thank you as always for watching my video. Catch you next one.